Hi, I'm Don Cottam with 323 Link, and today I'm going to tell you about OneTouch and what are the advantages of putting your audio-visual system on a Windows computer. Now, this is not a non-proven track record. Many of you are familiar with Zoom Room, with Microsoft Teams Room. There are a bunch of different room systems that are basically a turnkey video conference suite using basically a computer, a Windows computer to run the entire room. Well, that started about 12 years ago, and I was fortunate enough to work with Zoom early on when they developed Zoom Room. And when I saw that, I knew that was the end of traditional audiovisual as we knew it, that it would become something just riding on these more powerful computers in the future. And it gives us many advantages. And so let's talk about this. First thing, this room is an example of a split three-way room where they can split all three rooms independently or make them one large venue, which is what it's in now. And you can see the 24-inch touchscreen there. That's what runs the room. There's a 24-inch touchscreen like that in front of each one of these rooms, and they can run, again, independently, or they can run as one big venue. And for this, it was a sporting event. So I want you to understand there is no limitation to the power of what we can do. Anything you can do with the most high-end AV system you can think of, I can do the exact same thing with a Windows computer. So first thing, anything you ask me, is it compatible with? I'll say yes, because it is compatible with everything. Now, some of the bigger advantages, oh, by the way, one other thing to mention, those audio tiles on the ceiling, instead of spending $50,000 to fix the audio, we spent $20,000 on putting ceiling acoustical tiles in and fix the audio in the room forever. So we do smart things like that that are just easier ways. And this is a very big room, so that's why that cost is excessive. But there's no need to spend all that money on the stuff in the rack when we can just do it with physical change. Then we have the concept of turnkey rooms. I've always believed that audiovisual rooms should be turnkey. They should not be custom designed per customer, per room. Then you wind up with a train wreck. We believe in turnkey AV systems. This is why we can turn around quotes in 24 hours. If you need a quote for 50 rooms, I can get that back to you in 24 hours. It's because we do turnkey. I can change the display sizes. I can change some things about the room configurations, but the core of it is all the same. And then it runs off the middleware, OneTouch, which runs the room. So very simple concepts, but we turnkey the whole solution. And you can see here is a couple more examples of interfaces with OneTouch in different rooms. And a lot of times we use a large touch screen at the front of the room too to let the instructor or user run the room. Now, the biggest advantages to this, again, you probably have noticed how AI is creeping into all the applications on your computer, and it's making them all better. Well, guess what? In the classroom in particular, and this even goes for conference rooms, we need to be able to get to resources and content and material very quickly. AI is a big part of that future. So Windows is inherently tied into AI communications and how we can integrate with all the different applications. So we already have a tremendous advantage because AI is going to be a part of our control system inherently. So when AI starts to give the instructor content that they can use in class or starts to bring up material for them that they may need, it already knows they need for that class, this is a major game changer in how we teach. It's going to make the experience better for students. You don't have to use this, but our AV systems that drop your costs by 50%, that reduce your maintenance costs by 50%, that give you control of how your rooms look and work. This solution we have for all those things also is ready for AI, it's ready for VR, it's ready for all the future tech because it's a Windows computer. And it has a life cycle, of course. It's our 3 to 6 year, depending on what your life cycle is for computers on campus. But at the end of the day, you know the elements of what a computer does. The AV system is always one of those things you have to have specialists work on, and we think we can change that. We think regular IT staff should be able to handle these rooms and even program them. Lastly, we also have programs to work with the colleges to have them write their own customizations and AI tools and things for OneTouch. They're already ready to do it. You don't need any special tools. Anything that runs on Microsoft or on Windows can work with our system. So it's an open playground of development and research we can do to enhance the experience in the rooms. So that's why we're using Windows to build the next generation of AV systems on OneTouch. And with the direct tie-in with AI and all those future functionalities, which I won't get into, which is a much larger discussion on what we can do with your own virtualization of AI on campus using the OneTouch computers you have there. Let us know if you want some more information about that, but we look forward to talking to you. Hopefully I can see you on video for a demo soon, and please work with our team, and we look forward to talking to you. Thanks.